Hello to all the ladies and gents out there. I am Sakusaro, your host as usual. Now, I don't have a particular rant today, so I have no reason to be upset or anything. So, I'm just gonna chill, as you humans will put it, and help answer a topic of a video that I once watched that's been up recently. Puppy play. An interesting topic. Mr. Tech from SpoctorTech did a joking video of it, and he explained it the best of his ability. Which, of course, out of curiosity and such, it's quite amusing to watch. Now, that being said, I can't expect him to know everything about it, so of course curiosity nibbles and picks. But with that questioning, it needs answers. At least some of them do. So, I'll be giving off my own pause into the topic, and I will help explain the best of my abilities. Now, before I start this video, I will say that the clip being shown, it is not of my own. It is that belongs to SpoctorTech. If you'd like to watch the entire video, please watch. I'll be putting a link in the description below, so you can watch it on your own without my little critiques here and there. With that being said, let us start with the first question.
Oh, puppy play? I've never heard of it. I've never heard of whatever it is in its world. Potty training a puppy. I could learn how to potty train my puppy. You guys know furries? You know furries, right? Yeah, furries are out of date now. There's a group of people in the UK called I don't know what they call themselves. Mr. Puppy UK. They dress up as puppies and they go to a contest. And basically, it's their lifestyle. Basically, it's their lifestyle. They show themselves off. They walk around like dogs. They act just like animals. And I know you might be wondering, hey, don't be a hypocrite, Tech. You like lizards, and obviously I don't dress up like one, but I want to get a suit and I want to play around with it. But there's a difference. You can make a very distinct difference between these puppy players and furries, and there's not really that much. Actually, I don't really know what makes us different.
Don't know what makes us different, huh, Tech? Well, that's quite being simple. See, the difference between furries and puppy play is this. Furries are anthropomorphics. I don't really need to explain this any further, but if you liked an explanation, Metro did a furry talk when we were doing the first episode of Fur Talk. Annotation right up here for that one, to let him discuss it further. But when it comes to puppy play, that is different. It is community/lifestyle where a willing person, more particularly the males, more males than females, would want a escape, so to say, out of their stressful, meaningful life, jobs, habits, and such, and take a mental switch in their brains to go from intellectual being to a animal instinct dog, canine, mutt, pet, however you want to put it. It's actually not a bad thing in a sense. It's like their own little side selves to help them relax, get out of their stress in a sense.
Good boy.
Belly rubs.
On, narrator, have you had a belly rub before? It's they're quite nice. Furries and pups like it. They are pretty good. A little bit.
Why has this phenomenon?
Hey! Why are you breaking the immersion? Hey, dogs don't play pool.
They don't play poker either, Tech. But why can't they? mean, why can't dogs play pool, poker, bowling? Actually, quite thinking about it. Why can't we do that, actually? How are furries doing that, either? Some of them do have paws, but then we also have the talking ferals, and I need to do more research on this.
If everybody loves a puppy, and I'm a puppy, then everybody will love me.
I don't know about that logic there. That logic is... That logic might be just a tad bit flawed. Maybe just a tiny bit. Like, I don't want to shoot you down or anything, but I don't think the world works exactly like that.
I have to agree on this one here. That can't be entirely true. Granted, some furs have the same mindset, but they can manage to update themselves to make them more cuter, fluffier, and more approachable. When it comes to pups, though, easier said than done. And, well, let's just say that makes it a little bit more difficult for people to really approach you. They have to have the same curiosity, interest, etc. You just can't assume that just because they like puppies, they're gonna love you for acting like one. Sometimes puppies can be annoying.
What are they looking at? Oh no. What's he pointing at? Oh no. Oh no! No! Stop! There's a difference between walking around in a fursuit and walking on all fours in the middle of London. I mean, walking around in a fursuit in the city is also kind of strange as well, but this just beats the punch.
I will admit, I would probably laugh and be a little cautious, as well as curious, if I am walking down the street and I see a man with two adult human pups on all four walking around. It's quite amusing in a sense. Granted, yes, it's part of some's routine, but it's still odd. It makes it so odd. It's amusing. Makes it so amusing to not to laugh, because it's like, well, this isn't something you see every day. Same as furries.
I don't bite, I promise.
I promise my dogs don't bite. I promise my two completely normal, average animals do not bite.
Neither do us furries. You can totally trust us furries. We also do not bite. Well, unless you're into that.
I thought they were doing it for some charity or a cause. If it is not, then...
Oh, they're not doing this for charity? Then, good for them.
Okay, well, some pups, they actually do charity events. They have some special reasoning, special charity that they can donate for. And like any other place, it comes for animals, it comes for people's special needs and such. But unlike how furries can do it, a lot of pups more do it in a more private, personal way. Now, something like out of San Francisco, they can do that. Something like out of special places that they can, that is meant for it, it is still possible. But when it comes to more like open charities, some of them are more of a private sector, where they just do their own thing while help raising donation money to give to a special needs or charity. It's quite nice, but it's still weird. It's still nice. It's just furries can do it easier because we can physically approach. You can try as a pup, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a lot of more confusing and more back away.
The weirdest part about this is that they're wearing like complete in full leather suits, man. Like, these aren't, they're not even, there's like not one bit of their body that isn't covered in leather.
A lot of pups tend to use special gears that is made out of leather or rubber for their suiting. It helps them keep them more into a physical aspect of what their pup persona is. Like, it helps them be in character, so to say. Helps them be more of what they need to be like, what they should dress like, what they should pretty much look and feel like a fursuit. I know, I'm making so many comparisons, but I'm trying to keep them as separate as possible. It's not easy. But some are specially designed to even look like the breed they want, such as Dalmatians, Dobermans, Rottweilers. Pretty sure more other kind of special breeds.
I don't even think these guys want to even get involved with furries whatsoever. I think this is a completely different culture.
Different culture, as true as that is in many ways, Mr. Tech. Many uneducated believe that the furry fandom and puppy community are one of the same and all represent the same. And in fact, they don't. They are all completely different. But even if the two are different, it doesn't mean that different communities cannot accept the difference with open minds. It's how they act is what causes the controversy. And many other problems, unfortunately.
Jesus, dude, look at how many wrinkles are on that leather suit, dude. Are you sure this isn't like a sexual thing? Are you absolutely sure?
Originally figured, the pump community is more in the status of BDSM. So with that connection, that is when most minds will go when they first hear of it. But actually, the play has a more diverse history that goes a little more back after World War II, where back then it was still a behind closed door kind of style. Granted, back then it was to help show dominance against the lesser beings back in the war. But even after that still, they enjoy it, they have a connection with it, and they keep on with it. So, why not?
Very few pleasures in life that can be quite as good as good boys. And actually that shiver of excitement and pleasure at knowing that you've pleased somebody and you've done good.
That is the most excited I've ever heard a man sound in his life. I don't know what it is, man. It's just when someone says, boy, I just get, woo, just, woo! Oh!
At first, I will admit that this did sound a little weird to me as well, when hearing something like that and finding them all to have some sort of reaction to it. But as Metro would explain it as well, though, is after having some personal experience behind closed doors, friends and people to trust, that when hearing that phrase, it makes it hard to not wag and feel happy in a sense. It's more of a psychological sense for humans and any creatures alike, where if you hear that, you know you're doing good, you are feeling happy, and you want to hear it more. It is just that addicting. More addicting than drugs, surprisingly.
32-year-old Tom works as a sound and lighting technician for a local theatre. But after a long day at the office, this is where he likes to sleep.
You sleep in a cage? You sleep... What?
Yeah, another agreement on this one. Dog beds I can understand, because if you actually touched one while looking for a bed for your pet, they are, well, quite comfortable, surprisingly. They are nice and soft. The cage thing, no. No. if I was put into one, I would feel claustrophobic in one of those things that I could not even sleep. They look horrible.
If I'm in there for a long time, if facilities needed, puppy training pads.
So you're saying you're gonna pee in your own cage? Yeah, well, sometimes when I'm a puppy, I just gotta go to the bathroom, and I'm locked in this cage because I locked myself in there for like 24 hours, and I really need to go to the bathroom. And sometimes I sit there and regret locking myself up, but then I remember I'm a dog. I can't regret that.
Well, let's take a moment here, Tech. We have to remember, in the play, they have mental switches that turns them into animal instincts. And upon non-proper training of that instinct, they could have issues while sleeping. So, in some cases, it's okay, I think. I mean, it's better to be safe than sorry, in a way.
Got nose tubes, means I can breathe like a puppy. They got my nostrils.
They go up your nostrils? Jeez, this is like the most uncomfortable fursuit I've ever seen in my life. Except it's made of entirely leather.
You breathe through your nose of a puppy.
I got no explanation for this one. I find it off. I don't think that even looks comfortable. Doesn't even sound comfortable. Think about it, people. Think about it, you humans and other foes. You have tubes into your nose for however amount of time you're using it. That just doesn't sound or even feel comfortable. I don't even want to try it.
I'm a Dalmatian. They want to be on the go all the time. They're an active.
Don't break your teeth, dude. Don't break your teeth, dude.
I don't want to be seen at work. I don't want to be seen in the public eye.
I really don't want to be seen in the public eye. It's just, I just really don't like the idea of anybody in the public seeing me or anything. He says to a camera that's going to be sent out to millions of people. Yeah, I don't really want to be seen in the public eye. It's like a private thing. Like, yeah.
Agreed. Kind of dumb saying that you don't want to be out in public eyes, but you're doing interviews and letting the camera view you for millions of people to view and watch and listen and know your story. You're kind of backwards there, Dalmatian. Well, my friends, I have nothing else to teach you on this one. Like I said, it wasn't one of those complaining or ranting, just adding my own to pausing the subject and helping to educate a bit. I hope I did okay for a teacher in a sense. Now you could wonder why I know so much enough to answer some of these questions asked. Well, for one thing, I did my research. You'd be surprised on how proper you can get some of your questions answered if you actually did some full-on research. But with that said and done as well, there is another reason. Yes, one of us is a pup, so of course I'm gonna get some answers, be able to at very least answer it. I guess you could say this is a coming out video, but this one isn't of mine. It's see this tag? Yep, just as I figured. This is Sakusaro's. Yes, Sakusaro is a pup. And, well, he's happy about it, and I have personally nothing against it. Yes, it's strange, but if it makes him happy, well, we just agree to keep the two things separated. So, goody for him. Goody for, us, I guess. If he can do it. But that's all for another time, I say. I hope you enjoy the video and have your minds open a little more. I hope you are wishing to nibble on more questions to pique your curiosity further. Do some research, for not everything is as black as white as you believe. I mean, come on. You can't say don't believe everything on the internet just to believe everything on the internet. That's stupid. Stay fluffy, ladies and gents.